Alright, I think it looks good. Alright, hey guys, what's up? How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's doing good. So, today, it was unexpected. Today they released the trailer for uh, Resident Evil 3, the remake, so I decided to check it out. I did see it, however, and I'm gonna see it again because I didn't pay that much attention when I first saw it. But from the looks of it, it did look really good, and it's legit. Because I know they said that the leaks for the Resident Evil 3 game, the covers for it was already out. There were leaks about it. It was going everywhere. People were excited about it. I was too. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I was like, wow, so soon. I thought it was too soon, but I guess if they think they've got it all set and ready to um, go for it. I just really hope for the best for this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch the trailer again just so I could get a better understanding and a better view of like what's gonna happen.
I've never seen anything like it. I haven't been able to sleep. You guys stay strong. Don't give it to fear out there, right? How did this?
Hey, can we pause that? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch the trailer. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it too. And what we're gonna do is that we're gonna pause it and check out some of these screenshots. So I see here there's a woman in high heels walking with a guy in a uniform, and I'm guessing that has to be Ada Wong with Leon, right? So okay, they're showing you flashbacks. Oh yeah, there they are. They were up there. That's neat. I saw them. They were up there. It's Ada Wong. It's Ada Wong. There's a police station. I wonder if we're gonna be able to go back there like we did in the original Resident Evil 3. There's Claire with Sherry, and there's a clock. I guess it's going backwards. Oh no, it's going forward. There's the orphanage. And Leon. So this is like hours later. They're making it as an actual sequel. September 28th, I guess. Whoa. Wow, she's like running. What is that? Is that Tyrant or Mr. X or something? It's either Nemesis or Mr. X. Maybe that.
What the hell?
Let me take a look at her.
How could this make hell?
She looks good. This remastered version or remake version of Jill. She looks pretty good. I was worried that she's gonna look like a little bit like almost like Claire, but no, she looks totally different. In the cover, she almost looked like Natalie Portman.
What the hell? How could this many people be infected?
This city is completely cut off, isolated.
Don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not infected.
But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. They don't need a bleeding heart like you.
Say that again?
I'm infected.
But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. They don't need a bleeding heart like you. We're getting in the way.
Nikolai? Yeah, it looks like we go back to the police station.
Star's office has to be in this direction.
Yeah, Star's office.
It gets worse every night.
They don't want the world to know what they've done.
Oh, my head.
What's wrong with Umbrella? Get in!
I can't stop them all.
You gotta get out of there.
You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Oh, come on.
dreaming.
And then she sees herself as a zombie. I think that's a nice touch because in the original she does get bit. No, she doesn't get bit. She gets infected.
Commitment, honesty, integrity.
And then there, yeah, so the core values that create the foundation of Umbrella Corp.
These are the
Hey Spurtily, hey Betch. Gonna show Z the trailer quick. Oh, okay, go for it. The trailer for Resident Evil 3? Go for it, go for it.
core values that create the foundation for Umbrella Corp.
Hey, go back, go back. Codename Nemesis. Oh, it looks ugly. Should we find none? What is the thing it says there? Blot. It definitely has a weird deformed nose. But its eyeball is disgusting. It's weird. And it's coming out April the 3rd, 2020 of next year. PS4. Okay. Resident Evil 3 also includes the online game Resident Evil Resistance. So it's no longer Project Resistance. Pre-order now to get the Resident Evil 3 Classic Costume exclusive. That's cool. I'm definitely going to pre-order it as soon as possible, as soon as I get a chance. Also, guys, if you pre-order this game, if you get the collector's edition, it comes with a little figurine of Jill Valentine, which is really neat. I definitely want to get that one. And the item box, along with the soundtrack, a digital soundtrack, and what else? It also comes with the map of Raccoon City, and what else? I think that's it. And the costumes, other than that. But I think that's really neat. I think that's really neat that they're going to do that. I'm definitely going to try to get the collector's edition, but it's like worth $180. It's like, that's going to hurt my pocket. But I don't know. I really want it. I really want the item box and mostly Jill and the digital. I want the whole thing. It's a pretty good deal. I want it all. I didn't get the item box of the collector's edition for Resident Evil 2, and also I thought, well, maybe I don't need it because um, it came with a Leon figurine only. I wanted a Claire Redfield figurine, and I was like, well, maybe it's not so bad because I remember when I went to go pre-order it, they said they ran out because it's a limited time supplies of the collector's edition. So I'm just like, oh well, maybe it was a sign that I was not meant to get this. I could save money to get other stuff. But I definitely want to try to get the collector's edition for this game because I want that figurine of Jill Valentine and the item box. If I don't get it, then it's not meant to be. Oh, well, I could save money for something else. And so, yeah. Hope you guys like my little Funko Pop of Nemesis. So, yeah, let's talk about it. First off, it's connected. First off, oh, well, we're going to have to do the thing. Let's talk about Resident Evil 2, the remake that came out. When did this game come out, by the way? Last year? Yeah, didn't this game come out last year? Yeah, when did this game come out? Let me look at that really quick. Can you not? I think if I'm not mistaken, this came out last year. I'm gonna check it out really quick. January came out this year. So yeah, you see, I thought, wow, that is too soon. Uh, Hang on one second. Let me reply this. So I thought this game came out too soon. Hey Cyber, what's up? How are you doing? We're here talking about Resident Evil 3, the remake that's coming out next year on April. So yeah, guys, this is why I'm a little concerned for Resident Evil 3. Um, Resident Evil 2 just barely came out this year in January, and I thought I don't mind waiting a long time for the third game, that Resident Evil 3 classic to be remade, or you know I figured it's gonna take time because they did it, and I think they did an excellent job with the remake of this game. Uh, it was, I like that they kept it different, but they still kept the elements from the second game, the classic one, all in this one, and they also combined all the good parts from all the Resident Evil games, and they put it all together in this one beautifully. I think they learned their lesson. They heard the reviews of like the previous Resident Evil games, and they're like, okay, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make this better? Resident Evil 2 is such a big classic. I think it's like one of the most favorite game in the franchise, and it is. This is the first. Resident Evil 2 was my first Resident Evil game that I played from the franchise, and I loved it so much. Ever since then, I continue playing with it. Um, and then when I heard about this, I was very excited, and I just hope for the best. And it did not disappoint, guys. I really enjoyed this one, and I hope y'all did too. Um, I thought it was a really good game. I really loved it a lot. I felt it was kind of short, but at the same time, I was like, well, not so much. I still enjoyed it overall. I loved it most of all. There were, I think I have only like a little bit of, it has a little bit of flaws, but overall, still a wonderful game. A job well done. This is like a good example of a remake, like how, they still please the fans and everything, especially me. So, anyways, I thought that if they did an excellent job with this one, I'm pretty sure they're like, okay, well then, if we're gonna do the remake for Resident Evil 3, let's take our time. Let's make sure that we do good with the next one, because yeah, they did an excellent job. They did a wonderful job. So I know a lot of fans were hoping and begging for Resident Evil 3. Like, hey, so since you already did the remake of Resident Evil 2, let's get a Resident Evil 3, please, please, please. They're all begging for it, and now we're getting it. But I felt, and this is my opinion, I feel it's too soon, and it makes me worry, and I hope I'm wrong. I think it's too soon because I felt, okay, have you guys had enough time to think about, remaking this game? Like, or are you just in a hurry to do it just to please the fans? Like, don't rush it. Just, I want you to take your time. I don't mind waiting another, like, a year or two, Like, as long as you make it great and wonderful, then great. I'm up for it. But I'm kind of worried. I'm still gonna get it regardless. Resident Evil 3, the game. A lot of people were complaining about how Jill Valentine, Carlos, and how Nemesis, mostly how Nemesis looks. I'm not bothered at all. From the leaks of the covers, of how they look in the covers, I'm not bothered. I appreciate the new look, because think about it, guys. They've already redone Resident Evil 3 how many times? They redid it in Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. They remade it in Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. They did it again in what was the other one? Actually, no. I was gonna say Outbreak, but I don't think they did. They've done it like a couple of times. I want to say. I'm not keeping track. So they have to do something different. They're like, I'm pretty sure, because if I'm one of the developers or the creators, I'm gonna be like, well, they've already done this and that, so we have to think of something different. How can we make the Nemesis look different but still terrifying? And I will say this, Mr. X in this game was very terrifying. I appreciate the new look. I liked how he looked. He was very creepy. I liked how he the whole the thing that caught me off guard was that he could follow you almost everywhere in the game. So I was like, okay, uh, it's not like in the classic where he doesn't follow you. There's certain rooms that he can follow you, but once you get to the next room, he doesn't follow you. He just leaves you alone. But this one he doesn't. He just follows you constantly. But when that happened, immediately I thought he reminds me of the Nemesis. So if they do plan on making a Resident Evil 3 remake, how are they gonna make Nemesis different from Mr. X? How are they gonna make him more terrifying? You know, they have to do something different, and that's what I was hoping. If they're gonna surpass Mr. X, they have to do a lot better with Nemesis, because he's like one of the most popular villains in the Resident Evil franchise. A lot of fans love Nemesis. I do too. Don't get me wrong, because he was terrifying when I first played Resident Evil 3, the classic one, and he was unstoppable. So it's like, how are they gonna do him different in the remake? One second, let me catch up with the comments. I'm good. I also think Resident Evil 3 coming out is too soon. Right? I haven't played Resident Evil 2 fully yet. The remake, Cyber? Yep, it's too soon. I'm guessing fans don't cater to labor. I guess, yeah. I mean, it's like, I think it's too soon. I agree. I think it's too soon. Like I said, Resident Evil 2 just came out this year in January, and now already they're making a third one. So let me get back to that. I'm worried about it. I'm kind of nervous about it. But maybe I'm thinking this. Maybe they've already been working on the third remake for quite a while, even before Resident Evil 2. Like, if I was there talking with the developers, I would be asking them, like, okay, I have questions for you. Like, so have you been working on this game before Resident Evil 2? Like, have you been working on both of them? Or have two people, like, two groups have been working on this project separately? Like, one group works on Resident Evil 2, the remake, and the other group will work on Resident Evil 3, so that way they can get it out fast. That's my questions. Like, I would have a lot of questions to ask them about that. Like, okay, but don't you think it's too soon? Like, do you think you're fully ready to release this game now? I mean, nice touch with also releasing Resident Evil Resistance along with the game. But you know what, guys? Didn't they also do this? Didn't they say Resident Evil 2 was going to come out sometime? They had a certain date for it, but then they had to push it. So you know what? I think they're going to do it again. Maybe. I have that feeling that they're going to push it. Cyber. I only played parts of it. Part two. You should continue playing it. It's really good, Cyber. But I'm pretty sure you saw most of us play it, right? Still play it, Cyber. Pass it before this third one comes out. But like I said, back to that. They're probably gonna push it back, and I think they should, because it's like, okay, think carefully. Are you ready to release this game? Like, there's nothing you need to fix in there. There's nothing you need to add or anything. Like, is the story good? Because that's my expectations uh, for Resident Evil 3. Because Resident Evil 3, the classic, I enjoyed it a lot. You get to explore the city a lot, Raccoon City, what happened, and you get to, team up with Carlos. You meet other people like Nikolai and other soldiers from Umbrella, how they're actually just mercenaries, but then they get expendable. So you also learn a little bit how Umbrella, the company, is that they don't mostly care about their soldiers or anything. They just want to cover their tracks. They want to make sure nothing that happened in the city gets leaked that leads clues to, like, it was all on them, that it leaks, that all the blame is on them. So it's like, okay, so are they gonna do a good job with that? Because I don't know. And I'm glad that Jill looks different. What she's wearing, it's not that little. I mean, it kind of looks like that thing, but she's not wearing a skirt. She's wearing pants. Although when you pre-order the game, you can get the classic Jill Valentine from the costume. So I don't know. I just don't know. So, anyways, my expectations is that they do a good job, that they have a good story, that the game itself, the gameplay is very good, because, like I said, Resident Evil 2, the gameplay, everything about it was just fantastic. They combined all the good elements from the other games together in one, which was this one. Perfect. Are they gonna do the same in Resident Evil 3, or are they gonna do something different? Because let me tell you the truth, when I saw Project Resident Evil Resistance, um, I was kind of iffy about it, because I was like, you guys are going apart from why it was supposed to be horror from the first place. Because they did good with 7 and 2, going back to the horror roots, but now this one feels like, now they're going back into the action part, which it doesn't feel scary to me. It doesn't. Um, they need to stop that. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe they're gonna do good with this one in Resident Evil Resistance and Resident Evil 3. I just hope they still stick to the horror roots, because I think Resident Evil 3 did get a little bit actiony, but not as much. They still kept it horror. My expectation is that they have a good story. Nemesis is more terrifying than Mr. X. I hope that he's more terrifying and he's just more like that he just gets you so nervous in the game that you don't know what to do, and you're just. I hope he makes you panic. Hmm. What else? I do like the look of I do like the new look of Nemesis, even though his teeth are not sharp in the new look. Um, I still think like I don't know. It's too soon to judge. I have to see in I see I need to see how he is in action of how he's going to be Nemesis. I just hope for the best for this game because I think it's too soon. If they push it back, I would not be surprised. I'll be like, good for you guys. Work on it more. Make sure you got everything all set up because I feel like they probably won't really. If they do push it back, probably won't be until Halloween next year, or maybe in the summer. Who knows? I feel like they might push it back. I honestly feel it's too soon. And if they don't, well, they would seem very confident about the game that they seem to be all ready for this. Mr. X scares the living daylights out of me. Yeah, he scared me too. The first time I encountered him, I was all like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." He was very good. He was like he was one of the highlights in Resident Evil 2. So yeah, Carlos. A lot of people don't like how Carlos looks. I'm like I said, guys, they've already remade his character several times in Umbrella Chronicles, Operation Raccoon City. So it's like they had to do something different with him. And the way he looks, I don't mind. I really don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. The same thing with Jill and Nemesis. They look fine to me. I just hope. The only thing I'm concerned about is the story. Like, are they going to make it different, but still keep the elements of the classic? So I don't know. And will Brad come out, guys? Because you know how Brad, if you get the good ending, he comes out in the end of this one. Will he come out in this one? And I don't know. It makes me think about the future Resident Evil games. Will they remake Code Veronica? I would love for that. They just need to take their time. Let me see. What? Read the comment above. Let me see. But yeah, fans want a game too soon. Will be prepared for half done. Yeah, yeah. What you pay? Yeah, you get what you paid for. I mean, I don't know. I am concerned. I really hope they do a good job. But you have a point, Saber. I mean, that's how I felt too. I think it's too soon, but we'll see. Maybe we're wrong. I'm hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. I just hope for the best, story wise and everything. Because I did like how they're gonna show us flashbacks of how Nemesis was created, which is something new, and I hope they do a good job with that. And what else? I feel like Mr. X will make a cameo in this one. I feel like we'll also get to see maybe Leon and Claire again in the Resident Evil 3 remake. Maybe maybe they'll probably do like a cameo, but for sure I think Mr. X will return because I remember in the classic there's a bunch of Mr. X's, and I think they have a fight with Nemesis and Nemesis wins. So if they do, that's one of my things. I hope to see like if we get to see Mr. X fight Nemesis to see who's better. That would be interesting. That would be an interesting thing to see. And what else? What else? Yeah, I just hope we get to see exciting new areas in Raccoon City, areas that we're not familiar with. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go back to the clock tower and all that stuff. And that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to expect. But that's all I gotta say for now, guys. What are your thoughts about it? I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's too soon? What do you think about the covers for Nemesis and Jill Valentine and Carlos? I have no problem with them. I don't know about everybody else. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy about Nemesis' nose, but if you look carefully, it's kind of crooked because it looks like it's being deformed. You know what? Back to that. I remember in the Resident Evil movie, you get to see where Nemesis came from. He came from that guy who comes in the first movie. When he got scratched by the liquor, he was the one who became Nemesis. And I thought that was very interesting. Like, oh, we got to see where Nemesis came from. He used to be human, which makes sense because he is very human-like. Except, poor guy who the person that he used to be became deformed. He became this monster. So I hope we get to learn a little bit more about Nemesis in the remake. That's what I'm looking for actually now that I think about it. That would make you feel sad for the character. That when he used to be human, but then Umbrella did all these experiments on him to create a powerful bioweapon. That would be very interesting. I think that would be very effective. I think that would be a very good job because in Resident Evil 2, it had a lot of emotion, which I liked. It had a lot of human emotion when Claire was trying to rescue Sherry, and Sherry, had that uh, complicated relationship with his mom and dad. And then when her mom died and everything, that was very good. That was very effective. The same thing when Leon and Ada. Um, Also, when you get to see why you love Leon so much, because remember in the second game, he's like, I want to protect the people. I want to find out, what did this. They deserve justice and all that good stuff. And it's like, you know what? That's good. That's why he became a cop, and that's why he becomes, a better character later on in the franchise. So I wonder if we're gonna get a little bit hints about Chris, since we're gonna play as Jill. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to look forward to, guys. A lot of good games coming out next year. Let's see. Um, you're scared. Scared, like how folks say it. I don't like half done work. Yeah, neither do I, Cyber. I want them to have everything done. People are bio. People are bioweapons already. I could be a bioweapon myself. I could have the T virus inside of me. People, just for just far over a flame and whoosh. What the heck? What? Cyber. Okay. But yeah, let's just hope for the best, guys. I'm looking forward to it. Part of me is looking forward to it, but I'm nervous at the same time. But yeah, share your thoughts, guys, below in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. I'm going to catch y'all later on in my stream. I'm going to figure out a way how to play Bioshock. Okay? I'm going to figure out a way because I know last night I was having some trouble. But I'm going to see if I can stream it tonight. So I'll see you all later on tonight. I'm going to go have dinner. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you all for joining me and for sharing your thoughts about the game as well. Bye.
Stars.